the door and I don't even miss her. I don't miss her, I don't miss her, I don't miss her, I don't miss her. Kick her out the door and I don't even miss her.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new, my name is Kimberly. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. So in today's video, I'm actually going to be doing a get ready video with new products that I've just purchased, you guys. So you are going to get to see me do a talk through from start to finish, starting with my eyeshadow look. So you're going to get basically the whole complete look here that I'm rocking today. Definitely make sure, if you like videos like this, definitely make sure to hit the subscribe button, and also go ahead and give the video a thumbs up so I know to keep bringing you more of these talk through tutorials. So if you guys are interested in seeing what's going on and how I achieve this look, then definitely make sure you stay tuned. Okay, so I've already done my brows for you guys, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my NYX Wonder Stick. This has just been a go-to staple product for me, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just rub this on my lids. I like this, guys, because it's a nice creamy kind of concealer. Now, I don't use this on under my eyes, but I do use it on my eyes, if that makes any sense. And I just like it, like I said, because it's a nice and it's creamy, and that way your shadows are definitely going to stick to it. So that's another reason why I really do like using this. So as you guys know, this is more of a get ready with me, but it's kind of a new stuff that I bought, purchased, or whatever. So I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Modern Renaissance palette. Yes, I know everyone's talking about this palette. To me, it's okay. I have dealt with Anastasia Beverly Hills shadows before, and of all of her palettes, I don't know. I just think this one is actually okay, guys. It's not one that's really, I think, has really wowed me, but it's still a good palette. So if you're in the market, I do like that she has some matte shades and shimmers. So that's definitely something that I like, but it's just really not one of those palettes that I really felt completely wowed me. I see lots of people doing really pretty, it looks like, tutorials and so forth with it. I have not really had that much luck with it, as opposed to my creative side like really coming out. I guess because it's more of a pink and orange kind of palette. I don't know. I usually like orange types of colors, but with this palette, it's kind of been like hit and miss for me for some reason. Okay, so next I think I'm actually going to take some of the color Cypress Umber, and which is right there, which is just a darker brown shade, and I'm going to take a tulip shaped brush or a dome shaped brush to pick this up with, and I'm really going to just apply this on the outer V of my eye. So the next color I think I'm going to use Venetian Red. Let's get that down here. So I'm going to be using a shader brush for that. Venetian Red. Really pretty color. Oh wow, and that's a really bold color too, you guys. So I'm just going to kind of pat that like that, because that's a really bold color. I didn't realize that was so pigmented. So I'm just going to kind of put that where that other darker color is. Kind of like right beside the Cypress Umber. And then we're going to put the Venetian Red. So it's like right beside it over there in that corner. So we're going to still go lighter as we move more into the eye. And I'm just going to like pat that in, because we don't want it to be too overbearing. But we're kind of just patting that in a little bit. I had no idea that color was so pigmented, guys. So then again, we're going to just take a brush. If you have like another clean brush, because that was so deep in color, just take another brush, you guys, and kind of just like brush that out a little bit. If that makes any sense. I kind of just like brush that like all over the lid area. Brushing, like basically blending that color out. Okay, so the next thing I'm going in with is the color Primavera, and which is a nice lighter shade, which is this one right here. So I'm going to just take the Primavera and I'm just going to go ahead and place that shade over top of the shade that we already have, which is the Velvetina Red. We're just going to go ahead and put the Primavera right on top of that. And we're kind of just like patting it on there like that. So the next thing I'm going to do in this situation would be I would line my eyes with my liner, which I cannot find my freaking liner anywhere, you guys. I have no idea where I put my liner. So I'm going to look for my liner real quick, see if I can find it. In the meantime, I'm going to line my, do maybe a little wing on the outside of the eye. I'm also going to line the inner waterline of my eyes as well and apply my false lashes, and then I will be right back and we'll get started with the foundation. Okay, so I've put on my lashes, and as you guys can see, I have that on. So that's the completed eye look. So for the foundation today, it's actually a brand new one. I'm going to be trying the Makeup Forever, and this is the Ultra HD Invisible Cover Foundation. Get some more. So I'm going to go ahead and say a full pump, guys. So we're going to do a full pump. But this is not a foundation that you really need a lot of. Okay, so foundation's on. I do have a damp beauty blender, but I'm actually going to use my brush first. This has just been the way that I've been applying my makeup here lately, and I do like it a lot better. So I'm going to actually go ahead in with a brush and just get it all over the skin. And you guys can actually see how well they just blended right there. So when the guy actually applied it in the store, I was just like, I could not tell. That was the first time I actually, guys, could not tell where someone had actually put foundation on me. All the other times I felt like I could tell. And I kind of like stood around Sephora for just a little while so I could kind of really see like, okay, is this going to oxidize? Is this going to break down? Is the color going to change? Like, what is it going to do exactly? But as you guys can see here on camera, this is actually a really beautiful foundation. It gives off more of that satiny look, because I definitely told him that I'm someone that I suffer from dry skin. So I want something that's going to kind of give me like a dewy finish. And he suggested this. Now the next thing I like to do is go in with my damp beauty blender, and I just like to go in and just pounce this all over the face. Guys, when you do this step with any foundation that you use, guys, this is going to be absolutely beautiful. So go in with a brush and then go back over it with a sponge, guys, and it gives you just the most beautiful, flawless your skin coverage. Oh my gosh, it's absolutely beautiful. And I highly, highly, highly recommend it. I had started doing it about maybe 2 or 3 weeks right before Jaclyn Hill did her video. And then she said that she had been doing the exact same thing. And I was just like, wow. You know, because everyone loves Jaclyn Hill and everything. And then when she says she does something, you know, everybody tries it. And I was just like, I've been doing that exact same technique now for 2 weeks. And I love the way it looks. And then when she said she had done it, and I was just like, wow, what does that say? So, yeah, but I just love the way this looks. It makes it just really blend into the skin. And you guys can see, even on camera, guys, it looks really, really natural. And that's definitely something that I love about it. It's just really a natural look that it gives off. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to conceal underneath my eyes. So I'm actually going to be using, this is the MAC, this is a Prep and Prime. This is in the color Bright Forecast. This one has a little bit more of like that kind of orangey color base to it. So I'm going to actually use this for a little bit of color correcting in here. So it's more for color correcting as opposed to highlighting, guys. So definitely keep that in mind. And I'm just going to take that damp beauty blender that I blended in all of this makeup with, and I'm just going to take that and apply it underneath. And so that's going to already start to brighten up that under eye area. And then by the time I go in and actually put down my concealer, I'm going to look nice and fresh and awake. So next, I'm going to actually just start going right in. I'm not going to wait and let this mattify down or whatever. I'm actually going to start going in with my concealer. So this is the Urban Decay. This is the Naked Skin Concealer. This is in the shade Medium Dark Warm. I tend to like the Medium Dark Neutral a lot better than this one, but I made a mistake when I got it, so I just went ahead and kept this one. And you really just want to work and blend this in, guys. Next thing I'm going to do is a concoction of the Sephora Bright Set and also the Laura Mercier powder. That is my favorite combo, guys, if you are wondering. And we are just going to basically cook that underneath that area or let it bake, okay? Then I'm also going to go ahead underneath here and do a little bakage already, get that going. So we can also have that as well going on. Now with this bakage here on the sides of the face, I'm not going to let that stay on long before I actually go ahead and brush that off. So I'm actually getting ready now to go in with my setting brush, Real Techniques, and I'm just going to brush that off right now in kind of like a circular motion, because you don't want that to stay on your face long. You don't want any harsh lines with this. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going back with my NYX, the color stick, if I can find it. And I'm going to use the contouring end of the stick this time. So again, I'm actually going up a little bit higher. So I'm going up here and I'm coming down with it today. I'm actually really want those cheeks to look nice and lifted. See that? I want them to look nice and lifted there. So that's why I moved it up just a little bit higher today. Then I'm going to take another Real Techniques brush. This is the contour brush. And I'm just going to go in and work on that contour. And then I'm also going to take some of this, and I like to just warm up the forehead area as always. So I'm just going to put some along those lines to go ahead and just warm up the forehead. Up there. I just like to look like it's like my face has been kissed by the sun. I'm also going to take some and just put it down the sides of my nose. Just do it like that at the tip of the nose. Basically giving myself a nose job without the surgery. And then we're just going to take that contouring shade and kind of just blend it downward in a downward motion, and it really just warms up the face so well, guys. And then I also like to go over it and do circular motions as well. And then of course we come back to the nose area, and then just take the nose area, of course, and just brush the brush along the sides of the nose. So you're just giving off the perfect little nose that you have there. Now I'm going to wipe away this powder. So back underneath that eye, and just make sure you are completely wiping it back and forth. That's another little trick, back and forth, and then that way you're making sure that you get all of that extra powder that could be hitting in one of those creases or whatever. You're definitely making sure that you get it out of there, because you do not want that on your face. The next thing we're going to do is we are going in with our highlight, because we've already contoured. Anastasia That Glow palette. Guys, this is absolutely beautiful. I know I've talked about it and a lot of other people talked about it. I'm going to go ahead and use this today. Into the color Bubbly with the brush, and I'm also going into the color Dripping in Gold. Those have been like the bomb combination for me. And then I'm just going to go ahead and spritz the side that I've went ahead and applied it on. And then I'm just going to kind of like just pat where I want it. So I'm kind of like outlining the area. And then just plop it there. Okay, and so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a blush. So I'm going to be using the Jaclyn Hill palette for this, and I'm going to be using, of course, the color Amaretto, guys. Amaretto is such a beautiful color. If you guys can get this in the split pans, I would definitely recommend getting it. Or Becca, if you're planning on making it permanent, that would be lovely as well. And I'm just applying a little bit of that on the apple, and just rub it a little bit to the back of the cheek. And the same with the other one. It is such a beautiful color. And that's pretty much the completed look.
Out the door and I don't even miss her. I don't miss her. I don't miss her. I don't miss her. I don't miss her. Kick her out the door and I don't even miss her. She on my line.